I get both of them? Yeah, all right. See you over there. There we go. Trying to watch this other side too. They're gonna think that they can jump in here, and then they're gonna go in and have that in their face. There they go. Nice. Hey there, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Splatoon 2. This is part 2 of the big Halloween Splatfest, Vampires versus Werewolves. And if you missed part 1, definitely check that out. We have our Splatfest power calculated now, and I will be able to match up with people close to my skill level now that we've done that. And I've switched over to the Splat roller here to see how it does. It was recently buffed. All the rollers got a nice buff. But this one, it has increased movement speed horizontally, as well as a, annoying ink armor in your face, as well as the path that you cover when you are rolling. That has been increased too. But I'm gonna try my best to use my curling bombs and the popular strat right now of zooming in and getting people using those bombs. This seems like a rough purple team already because they're just really coordinated and pushing in, helping each other out. And let's see if we can jump in and do this. Nope, man, I cannot. They have the ink armor, so that's not great for us. Where'd they go? I saw them there. Get them? Nope. Gotta get so close in there. So they've got at least one with ink armor. Yeah, the NZAP. They got a nice balanced team, but we're gonna try our best without communicating to beat these other teams here. I know it's a rough setup trying to fight against more coordinated Inklings, but I will do my best. I have not played all that much with the rollers in this game, but they are, you know, kind of a mixed bag for a lot of people. I know some people don't think they're as good. A lot of them have gotten buffs to try to make up for that, like the Dynamo has been heavily buffed. All of them have gotten a lot of changes to try to make up for how they have had issues with competing with some of the other faster weapons. I'm gonna jump up and do this, and that didn't work. Nope, I gotta all that trying to fight people and then the charger behind me. So trying to watch both sides is not working out so much around these spinners. So this is the new Shifty Station. If you haven't seen it yet, it's the new setup for it. Where did they go? They're just gonna dive in there and get them. Nope. Jeez. Yeah, this is a not the best balanced match already, I can tell. We've got our Splatfest power calculated, but again, it is also the power of my team plus me. The new Stingray is definitely something that I hate going up against these days because it is so annoying to deal with that increased radius, and it feels like if they lock onto you and they know you're there, you're just gone. And there, speaking of gone, there goes our team, all wiped out. They're just going to town on us. There we go. See if I can push in and do anything against these guys in the last few seconds. They've all got so much range on me that I cannot do so much. This is too little too late for our team here, even though I'm trying to cover as much as I can. We pushed in at the last second and started to take the middle. If we had maybe 30 more seconds, we might have been able to push far enough to get that one. But that was a tough first match. That's the way she goes sometimes. All right. Well, I got another, a taste for the roller. It does have better inking coverage at your feet and, a little bit of a buff. But against teams like this, I feel like I should probably be using something I'm a little bit better suited to. Okay, win or lose, we are ranking up after this battle, and I gotta make a quick stop to Krusty Sean for a nice late night snack before we get into battle again to try to keep going. Hopefully we'll do all right against this team Vampire. We have not had that great of luck so far in this Splatfest, which is kind of weird because it's the opposite of last time. Last time I played, random queue with all these different people, and it did not go so great compared to when I switched over to teams and had you guys help, and I don't think we lost like a single match beyond that point. But now it has been a different story where it's been, back and forth, win-loss, which I guess is a little more exciting, but at the same time is a little rough if we're trying to get our Splatfest power here. We can get up there and take them out. Nope, they're going around. Where'd they go? Oh, man, this is not good. Got someone over here. Ah, almost had him. I got snuck up on. Everyone so far that I've been fighting against seems very coordinated, very much, you know, I think people might be taking a little more time to talk to their team, and, you know, obviously it's been a while since the last Splatfest, so maybe just players are better in general and more coordinated. So many yeah, there's a lot of, like, throwing a bomb into a nest where we're hanging out and just destroying people who form up together, sort of thing. That has been rough to deal with. Like, there's always like a random splat bomb landing on my feet. Lots of people zipping around, I noticed, that are great at just kind of zipping through and making our lives very, very rough. There we go. Starting to do a little better this one. I just kind of switched to the splatter shot because I figured, hey, I've played enough of the unorthodox weapons and they're not working right now, so I think maybe I'm just in a different state of mind. I would love to get a nice splashdown here, but I don't know if that's gonna work so hot. Oh, I thought they were gonna climb up the wall. Get him. Nope. Get this guy. Ah, no. Well, jeez. 3 people. Yeah, again, they're all forming up together, which if we can land a bomb near them, that would be great, but otherwise it makes it so tough to actually take any of them down because you got somebody else shooting right beside you. As soon as you take one out, there's another chasing you down. Okay, we're gonna try our best, just, you know, coordinating based on the skills of the players and not worrying too much about being able to actually talk to each other. See you around here. Where'd you go? There he goes. Trying to run away. Lots of rapid fire turfing weapons in here. The aerospray did take that nerf, but at the same time it is still pretty scary thing to deal with. I would love to get around the side. And man, thought someone might have been lurking there, so I figured I'd throw that out in case they were. Okay, they're gonna drop off and have backup here very soon. Get him, get him, get him. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just a lot more accurate than I am. I think I've done the thing that I did a lot in Splatoon 1, where I love to play weird weapons and stuff, and then I switch back to a shooter like the splatter shot, and it takes me a bit to get used to actually aiming a more focused reticle. We got some of the sides, they got some of the center. Let's see, barely, all right. We eked out a victory there against a more coordinated team. I'm proud of the Bloop Troopers here. Everyone was fighting furious, trying to keep up. They had more splats overall, I think, maybe, but we ended up winning, and there we go. We are well on our way through Werewolf Defender. It's time to go grab some food, though. I got an empty stomach, and we're not going to wipe the Splatfest t-shirt. That is a change from one of the recent patches. The Splatfest t-shirt, I think it was 1.3, the one before the last one. You have the same amount of points to earn your abilities on that, so every 7,500 points you get a new one, so it kind of incentivizes you to not worry about scrubbing it until you get all of the abilities together, and then worry about it instead of doing it on the first time each time. Let's do a little EXP up so we can start unlocking some more weapons, and this time I'm going to remember this episode to go in and go get some of those new ones. So for now, we are going to play with some of the ones I've already got unlocked. Maybe a slosher would be good. And then we'll unlock some new ones towards the end. So the slosher didn't really get touched in the big weapon balance patch, surprisingly, because they already nerfed the tri-slosher. They didn't really need to do much with the others. But the sloshing machine is the only one from this weapon class that actually got a change to it for the most part. And it was a nerf to the amount of ink that you get when you throw that shot out. I always forget that this one part down here is uninkable. It messes with the whole part there. Yeah, it's walking along on uninkable surface, which you don't want to do in this game. But yeah, the sloshing machine weirdly got a nerf, which is, it's one of those weapons that I always felt was kind of underpowered and not as useful as it could be compared to others in its class. So it was very strange to see that they gave it a nerf. They're headed up this way. Man, that just needs a little bit of ink there, and that would be great. The fact that the sloshing machine is maybe more used now than it was might just mostly be due to the fact that it has the Stingray, which is newly buffed and pretty strong special. I'm sure he's around this way. Oh, jeez, I think they threw. Yeah, they got me with a bomb. Others auto-bot. Yeah. Their other teammates' auto-bomb got me from way far away. I thought I had them locked down. Rough warm-up here with the slosher, but team's doing okay. They're trying to destroy our modern art. our weird clam thing that is great to put a beacon on and kind of hide, because I think everyone tends to forget that that's even like a inkable platform. Got anyone over here? He's good. All right. Trying to make sure my teammates are doing well. Swim over. Oh, almost killed my buddy there on accident. You got to be careful when other people are around and you're doing stuff like that, trying to get rid of some of the stuff. Have one of these, Mr. Brush. There we go. Just go crazy here before they see what I'm up to. And if they, oh man, that brush rolled right in there. Got me. They're gonna land right on my bomb. How did that, I guess that protects them. Jeez. There we go. The Splashdown is, yeah, it feels like it's gotten so much better from the onset of the game, because when you started out with it, I remember in the test fire, it was just so easy for people to get you, and it was very tough to avoid being shot out of the air before you even do anything. But now it's, yeah, because it's so much, it goes up higher, it slams down faster, it's just a lot stronger in general. Trying to time my suction bombs so that someone accidentally goes around the corner and has that, yeah, happen to them is something I need to get better at timing. Again, switching weapons and sub-weapons and all that, trying to remember all that stuff, you know, which one we're on and everything like that has been a rough time for me. There we go. We got a lot of the people rolling in, not really looking where they're going, so I feel pretty good about this one. Without looking at the map, that looks pretty orange to me. There we go. I would probably rather have the grape popsicle over the orange, but we are Team Werewolf, so we gotta go with the home color. Okay. Brian's got his big shoes on, carried over from Splatoon 1 with the power armor, and we did well. They had a couple level 50s too, so I'm proud of my team here. Okay. Feeling good about this one. I think by now we're used to Shifty Station's new layout, and if you haven't seen it yet, it is, I think it was at the beginning of this episode, so you probably have seen it. If not, yeah, check out the other episode there. I think we had more matches in it. Yeah, our last one on here was not so hot, so we're going to try to redeem ourselves here. And I'm using the L3 nozzle nose. Again, a unorthodox weapon, but a good one. I just have to get used to, you know, making sure I am tapping with good speed. I think this is probably a good time to just jump in and go for that. Nope, he's not falling for it, but I'll send that curling bomb in nonetheless. The baller has been so nerfed. I think almost everything that had a change had some type of damage increase to the baller. See them going over here. Throw one of those in and bounce. Nope, didn't make it through. Trying to make sure I lock down at least one of these entrances, and then once they're clear enough, then we will try to push through. Oh, here comes someone. Ooh, should have helped my buddy out there because they're jumping in. Oh, nice splashdown. Oh, maybe I can sneak around here in time. So we got someone over there going with their stingray. Where are they going? All right, I'm going to try to sneak up on them because I see lots of stuff going on. Ooh. Nope, man, they ran right past me before I could do much. There we go. All right, go, go, go. Just imagine I am playing a brush, but it has a reticle. That's all I gotta do. Nope, he's gonna get me. Yep, man. I'm thinking about. I kind of have written off ink resistance a little bit in this game because I think on one hand I looked at some of the effects of it and I didn't think it was enough to really bother with so much. But the more that I play and the more that I get stuck in bad positions where I have a problem with getting stuck in enemy ink, it seems like it would be good to have a little bit of it. There we go. Okay. That was close. Ah, man, sniped me through the. They weren't even distracted by the splashdown. But yeah, having a little ink resistance I think would be a good thing because just sitting and not being able to move almost anywhere in enemy ink has been the death of me so many times in this game, and the first one as well, of course. It is just, yeah, very frustrating to have that happen to you, and then you're not able to get out of the way, especially when you run out of ink. Here we go. They got him. I would love to get that charger, get a little bit of revenge, but ooh, things are not looking so hot. Here we go. All right, let's go in, and I'll distract him while my buddies try to go for it. Get him! That was the worst. The worst plan. I hope I didn't blow that for my team because we all pushed in and now, yeah, we got one person there fighting for our side and they're gonna push through. Okay, go, 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 go. Which side are they going through? Probably this one is my guess. Let's be careful. We can keep this locked down well enough. Was that wasn't the charger, but it was another person. All right. Finished him off. That is such a fast splat if you can lock in on him. So I think of the shooter weapons, I like being able to tap and control a very quick, you know, bam, 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 sort of like a brush. Like I mentioned, it has a weird style to it. There is another weapon on the way that they have not, you know, rumored. They have not said anything about that I'm excited for because it has another trigger tapping style. And we are back. Had some technical difficulties. A very spooky spell was cast upon my Switch. No, that happens sometimes, but we are back in it. I did win the last match that I was in with my nozzle nose here, so we're going to stick with it a little longer, and hopefully we can still race against time to hit max rank. I am getting pretty close here to the witching hour, and that is not good because you never want to be in a rush to get the max rank. Oh, there goes a... Oh man, saw some ink armor going through, and I see the buddy over there from the bubbler. If I can get him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so even with that bubbler nerf, still, or not bubbler, what am I talking about? With the baller nerf, it's still pretty vicious and quick. I think the thing with the new specials, they remedied something from the first game. They were trying to start with the specials not quite as overpowered, and that way they could just buff them when they needed to be buffed, and it wouldn't seem, you know, like a negative. So instead of, you know, just nerfing a lot of the time, it was all about the buffs. Can I get both of them? Yeah, all right. And so I like that as a base prospect, just to have, you know, more buffs than nerfs overall. But the flip side of that is some of these have been buffed a little too much. Like the baller, for example, got maybe too many buffs, and they had to kind of even things out. So now we've got a patch that was almost entirely all these different baller nerfs, and it was just funny to see so many ways they tried to make the baller not quite as overpowered. It basically turned into what the Kraken used to be and how scary it was when someone could just pop the Kraken out of nowhere and make your life miserable. See you over there. There we go. Trying to watch this other side too. Yeah, I love how fast this nozzle nose is for taking people out. And I got a really good team, which is a great sign. I got my baller going. Here we go. Oh man, see? Yeah, you can still get out of the way now. It's not quite as scary as it was for that brief period from the last patch. If I can get out of the way here and try to take him out. They got him. Yeah, everyone I miss is pretty quickly taken out by the other players on my team. Everyone is really strong and pulling their weight. That Stingray, speaking of scary specials, the Stingray is definitely one that I don't want to mess with. But yeah, everyone got a all the weapons that basically got buffs in the recent patch now have an easier time destroying the baller's outer shell and making it basically useless. So it's nice that it's been balanced again. It had a brief reign of terror, and it is now not quite as scary as it was previously. I think the specials overall, they really should be things that allow you to get a little bit of a boost, but nothing too crazy. I think Ink Armor and the baller as well as the Splashdown have a little bit of a tendency to where they could be get out of jail free cards, you know, just like the Kraken and the bubbler from the first game, where you pop it when you panic and just save yourself from when you should have been splatted. But I'm glad they're trying to even them out and make them a more balanced setup. That was kind of a rough match. Yeah, we had some more Turf Wars oriented opponents there that didn't seem to get many splats at all, or they disconnected, because that was a good match for the nozzle nose. Maybe we'll do one more because I've been having good luck. Okay, one more match here on the main stage with the nozzle nose, and then I'll switch to something else, and we'll get some more weapons in here soon. I am running out of time. I got about an hour and a half until the clock strikes midnight, and these little werewolf pumpkins turn back into normal squid kids, but hopefully we will at least get close to king rank by then. I'm not too worried about the snails. I want to help out my team and get the experience, of course, but I'm not as worried about the whole snail prospect itself. Let's see if we can get in here and just, you know, blast our way through. Oh, we got someone up. Nope. Up. They're down on my side. Oh, jeez. Ah! Got the assist. I was kind of like, up, down, up, down. Where do I want to be firing? But it worked out in the end. Somebody helped me clean it up. And then I've got a good teammate there, Gustavo, who is moving back, not only to cover some of the other parts of the stage that we missed a little bit, but also seemingly to help me out. I'm gonna try to throw that down and, ooh, wanted to save my buddies there. They're behind me. Ah, man, couldn't turn around fast enough. My team has been pretty good, though, with covering and making sure, you know, that's why I wanted to get in there and protect that super jump. I wanted them to jump in safely, knowing that I was gonna protect them and not leave them high and dry like they've been having my back. But unfortunately, didn't quite work out. We're still doing fine either way. Here comes someone. Gotta remember, oh, we got a little bit of latency. Gotta remember, though, that I can hold down that curling bomb if I want it to not fly as far. It really still messes with me. I feel like they might change it later or something, but it messes with me that the curling bomb launcher is different, and you have to hold it down if you want things to go farther. It really is, like, strange to adapt. If it wasn't hard enough already, adapting to all the differences when you're using different subs and specials, changing them too often, we gotta remember, you know, there's a difference between even the same sub-weapon when it is a special. We're doing pretty well here. If we don't push our lead, we should be fine. But it's a little scary to not push in, because otherwise we could get a flip in the last few seconds. Speaking of which, send this in. See if I can flank them. There we go. Got them before their Ink Armor activated. We do have someone back here. Someone else with Ink Armor. See if I can throw that down and maybe corner him. There they go around the side. Gustavo got him. He honed in on him and took some revenge. Now they're really starting to push in. They flanked around while we weren't looking, and we were up in their area. That is the beauty of most of these newer maps, is that there's a lot of flanking potential. You got... They're jumping up. Ah! At least I took him out right when I got splatted, and I think we got a pretty good lock here. Almost everyone is alive on my side, except for me. And they're starting to take the middle, but we got enough of their area to lock that in. Okay. Nozzle Nose, I think a weapon I wrote off, well, not wrote off, but I didn't really bother with for most of Splatoon 1, because there's other shooters I could just hold the button down for. If I wanted to tap, I was playing the brush usually. But now it's something, I think towards the end of Splatoon 1, I got used to the cherry Nozzle Nose, and then, you know, boy, man, they all had ink. I'm surprised I didn't see more Ink Armor there, only 5 times it went off, all end zaps. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Nozzle Nose now, but for now, we will switch off it to something new. Alright, last match of the episode, I'm going to be using the Aerospray. We were just talking about the curling bomb rush. So I'm going to try this out. This was one of the few weapons, along with the sloshing machine, that got nerfed in 1.4. The coverage is not as handy as it was in the past. We've got a Tentabrella on our side, so that'll be interesting to see. That got buffed. But yeah, the Aerospray is still really good at covering turf, just not quite as crazy as it once was. And yeah, it's still gonna take a few hits to splat, so I gotta be careful. It is helpful in turf wars, but ooh, we gotta. Oh man, let's see if I can go crazy here with this. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the rapid fire mode of this, and then get back in and I still splatted them, but didn't want that to be a trade. They had the Nozzle Nose. Yeah, that messes with me too, because I wanna be yeah, firing, and then I gotta use the sub-weapon for the curling bomb rush. Can you tell I don't play much of the Aerospray? So yeah, it was just a very popular weapon for a while, and I think the developers saw they needed to nerf some of its usability. It was one that in the first game people didn't usually take into ranked mode, but I think it having such a very tough to avoid special with that curling bomb rush has made it a little bit more potent than it was before. If I can get a good jump in here. They're gonna think that they can jump in here, and then they're gonna go in and have that in their face. There they go. Nice. Had almost all the hits, and then I just needed a little more. I see ya. Yeah, all right. I do like that suction bomb for setting up traps, of course, too. Just gotta be extra careful. I really want to get my bomb rush going. Oh no, Gustavo or whoever. That was not a good way to go. Let's see if I can. Nope, that was not good to do. And then the curling bomb is not nice. Rescued. Someone was gonna get splatted there by that super jump into unsafe territory, but they were rescued by a roller. Good job to my teammate there. But yeah, the curling bomb rush on this map is kind of a little tough because I need a good open space. I'm better off using it in the center. Did someone just sneak through there? Or what was going on? I think it was one of my buddies. Got some super jumps going on. People going around the side. Hopefully I set up that trap well enough for him. Trying to find a good place to get through. And okay, let's go with this here. I thought they were over here, but that's their sprinkler. So, all right, we're all right. They haven't gotten through this side yet. Throw some suction bombs over, and maybe they'll run into it while they're trying to push in. Yeah, if I can get a suction bomb behind them, and they try to rush away, that is a good way to trap them. They're not gonna always fall for that, though. Oh, I got people on the way over. I see you there. Your Ink Armor. No, they have a baller. Gotta dodge and hurry, cover as much of this as I can. I'm not gonna worry too much about them. One more. One more curling bomb. Yeah, I was like, the last few seconds, I could get that splat, or I could try to just get as much turf as I can. My buddies across the wall, I thought had enough. I can't believe, yeah, that was the second one we've had where that really looked way more orange. I gotta take issue with that, Judd. Yeah, I think they had enough splats on our side, but look at all that center. It was only 3%, but that's another one where it was like, are you kidding me? That's where you throw a fish bone at the ref. You don't want to hurt him or anything. You just want to say, hey, what the heck? Okay, so let's drop out of here. I'm very quickly gonna go and steam through Sheldon's new weapons because I have racked up quite a few, but I want to get some new stuff for the next episode. We don't have much time here. All right. Speed reading to finish up the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Maybe subscribe if you haven't. And here we go. We're ready to wield the Forged Splattershot Pro. It's a custom Splattershot Pro weapon put together by the gear brand Forge. Main weapon functions identical to the Splattershot Pro, and you can keep opponents at arm's length with the suction bombs, and the Bubble Blower Special is a perfect complement to the main weapon's long range. So that was added a while ago, but now I can finally use it here. It's not the easiest set to use, but if you master it, you'll be unstoppable. We also have the 96 Gals, a shooter that hits hard and has long range, courtesy of its large chamber and extended barrel. Of course, with that, you can't expect much from the fire rate, so make each shot count as you use the sprinkler to spread ink. Also, be sure to support your teammates with the Ink Armor. I recommend this for tactical players who want to squash their opponents in all-out war. And that's not all, you're also ready to wield the Dynamo Roller. Dynamo Roller is a roller I designed myself using a power generator for high strength and long range. The motor does weigh it down a smidge, but the ink mines wait until someone gets too close before splashing ink everywhere. And the Stingray can take down enemies from a comfortable distance. This set appeals to those too stubborn to give up inked turf. That's not all. Also, the E-Liter 4K, we don't have the scope or custom unlocked yet. With its pressurized polymer construction, the E-Liter 4K has a remarkably long range even for a charger. This model offers a more compact design than the original, which has cut into its range slightly, but it still has plenty of reach. Use the accompanying ink mines to cover your tracks, but then bring the Ink Storm Special to expose anyone who dares hide from you. I think we're going to try out all of these got a good buff. Let's try the 96 Galaxy. I think this is the one that has the most apparent buff in terms of shot accuracy and everything. So that's what we're going to use next time. Thanks again. Please leave a like, and I'll see you next time for more Splatoon.